all of this. So Ali, good luck for the following, right? So somebody else was supposed to handle the school presentation for our faculty. I mean the whole university, but he has got a problem. That's why he cannot be here. Okay. So I'm just gonna try to sum up with the school presentation. So the Charles University was created in 1954, and the Science of Medicine was the first faculty that was created in here. And after that, the science faculty have been created. We have 3 departments in our faculty. The first one is the Department of Biology, Chemistry, and Geology, with the Department of Plant Biology, Animal Biology, and Zoology. We have also the Department of Physics and Chemistry, and also the Department of Science, Computer, and Mathematics. I think we did not prepare some. The one who was supposed to handle it is not here. And yeah, that's for the moment all I can say about this uncertainty. Thank you.
So thank you for those now we're gonna do the spelling. Can we have 2 representatives per team? Yes, yes, spelling. Okay, since you're starting for the school presentation, I'm going to ask you to pick between 1 and 2. 1. Okay, 1 for them, 2. Neputaka. After. Okay. Spelling 1. You have the card. So, as a reminder, you only have 15 seconds to reply, and you have 4 words. Yep. The first word is quandary. Quandary. Yes.
Yeah, it's working. Quandary. Q-U-A-N-D-I-R-Y.
It's wrong. The right spelling is Q-U-A-N-D-A-R-Y. Quandary. For the second word, you have millennium.
So, millennium is spelled M-I-L-L-E-N-I-U-M.
That's wrong. The right spelling is M-I-L-L-E-N-N-I-U-M. For the third word, we have scent. Scent.
Okay, scent is spelled C-E-N-T.
One. Scent is spelled S-C-E-N. Yes. And for the last word, you have. Are you ready for the last word? eczema, eczema, I'm sorry, eczema, eczema. A medical condition in which patches of skin become rough and inflamed, which cause itching and bleeding. Eczema.
EXAMA.
I'm sorry, but it's not correct. It's spelled ECZMA. Good. So we have to move to the second team. Okay. For your first word, you have mischievous.
Mischievous is spelled M-I-S-C-H-E. What? Can I restart? Can I restart? M-I-S-C-H-I-E-V-O-U-S.
Can you please repeat?
M-I-S-C-H-I.
Okay, the jury says it's correct. Okay, for the second word, we have frolicsome. Frolicsome. Frolicsome.
Frolicsome is spelled F-R-O-L-I-C-S-O-M-E.
I'm sorry, you didn't get it right. It's F-R.
That's correct. Spell it again.
F-R-O-L-I-C-S-O-M-E.
That's correct, yes.
I thought I didn't hear the E at the end. Okay, correct. Third word, lunatic.
Lunatic is spelled L-U-N-A-T-I-C.
Correct. For the last word, you have skeptical.
Skeptical is spelled S-K-E-P-T-I-C-A-L.
Correct. So we'll move to the next part, the naming rights. Since they picked, oh, okay. So there is something that was brought to our attention for the word they were spelling, millennium. There was not a double M, it's like one M. They got it right.
Oh, okay. But here you just wrote double M. Maybe that was a mistake.
Okay.
Okay, then you can.
That was a mistake. So they got the millennium right. Okay, good.
Yeah, fine.
So for the naming rights, since they picked first, you get to pick first, one or two. One. Okay. So you got the card one. So you're gonna have to give me the specific name of what you see on the pictures. For the first picture, here we go. As a reminder, if they don't get it right, you can get the chance to do so. You don't know? Okay. What do you think it is?
It's a dustpan.
They got it right. So for the second picture, you have this. Huh? Yes, it's your turn. No.
Not.
No, it's not. Give them the floor.
So bow tie.
Right, it's a bow tie. For the third picture, you have this.
This is a squirrel.
Right. It's a squirrel. For the last picture, here we go. You don't know, okay.
Sweeper.
No, it's not a sweeper. It's a mop. So, your turn. Cartoon. First picture.
Sorry. Oh, we don't know.
Do you... Okay, it's a peacock. Peacock. Second picture.
Wheelbarrow.
Right. For the third picture.
Spatula. Not a spatula.
It's the ice cream scooper. Scooper. For the last picture,
Saucepan. Saucepan. Saucepan.
Yeah, this is a pan.
Yes, but
Yeah.
you have
But this is a pan for sauce.
as a frying pan. Frying pan. A frying pan is
so they said it's a pan.
it's a pan, right?
It's a pan.
This is a pan,
Actually,
that's
it's
what
a
I-
pan.
Yeah, but it's a frying pan. But yes, so
This is a pan.
okay, but
Frying
it
or
could be more
sauce.
precise.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So for the lack of precision, Are they gonna get the point or?
Okay, that's good. You can give them.
So that's right. So thank you. That was all for this rubric. So now we have the debates. So for the second match, the topic was, can Senegal be developed without the help of foreign countries? Can Senegal be developed without the help of foreign countries? So the school that was supposed to not be okay, that was supposed to be siding with the topic was okay, yeah, you were against the topic, and you are supposed to be siding with the topic. So who wants to get the floor first?
We're against it.
Okay, good afternoon once again, everyone. My name is Alassane Diouf, bachelor student in science faculty. So I'm really delighted to be invited here to discuss about the subject, which is, can Senegal be developed without the help of foreign countries? Well, what I think is what Europeans mean by development depends on what the country or a given country have like natural resources. So answering to the question, meaning answering to the question, which is, can Senegal be developed without the help of foreign countries, requires to know at first what Senegal have in natural resources, right? Okay, so here I've done the job. So let's just try to take a look to all the natural resources we have here in Senegal. So in Senegal we have zircon, we have uranium, we have lithium, we have copper, we have phosphate. In Senegal we have oil. In Senegal we have 450 billion cubic meters of gas. We have chromium, we have nickel, we have 750 millions of iron, tons of iron. In Senegal, we produce each year, thank you guys. Yeah. So in Senegal, we produce each year 12 tons of gold. In Senegal, we have 3.4 million hectares of arable land. We have sun, we have wind, we have water, but mainly, guys, we have human resources. And the list is not exhaustive. So what I want you to tell me now is, with all those resources we have here, what else do we need to start developing our country? What else? What else? So the thing is, if there is something we need, I think it is to get rid of, the self-hatred that lies in us. To get rid of, the cognitive bias that make us believe that Europeans are superior. Europeans are always telling the truth. The truth is right. It's a cognitive bias, and we have to get rid of that if we want to develop. It's the only thing we need, and I don't think there is somebody in this world that's going to help us get rid of that. We have to do it by our own. Thank you.
So before getting okay, so now we'll give the floor to ISM. they're gonna develop their opinion, their idea.
Alright, hi everyone, I'm Fatima, and one of the reasons why we're against is pretty simple. Actually, an undeniable fact, because I think we all know about globalization. That is caused by the fact that basically a country cannot have everything. We cannot make everything by our own. We have resources, yes, for instance, fish. But the thing that we have a lot of, we need to sell them in order for us to purchase and then survive and develop. So you might say that's more of an interdependency thing, and because of that, I'm going to give you the definition of the word help. So according to the Cambridge Dictionary, help is the act of making easier or something possible for someone to achieve a task. And we all know that in a trade, you have two parties at least. And then the party that have the items or services, they have to be willing to sell you. And when they will to sell you, they're actually making it easy for you to achieve your task. So that's helping, not just being dependent or on a country. Also, we need to acknowledge that 58% of the population, according to UNESCO, is illiterate, which means that we will lack knowledgeable people in certain domains, big domains, such as technology or banking or healthcare. Now, if you take the example of COVID-19, for instance, we know that I believe that we wouldn't be making it if we didn't have the help of foreign countries, because that was in urgency and we didn't have any, enough equipment or infrastructure. So in that case, for example, we need the help of other countries. You want to say something?
Good afternoon, everyone, or good evening. My name is Jean. So I'm going to follow up on what my charming partner here said by talking about development. What is a developed country? A developed country is not only a country that has resources, it's a country that has a high quality of life, a country that has a good and stable economy, and a country that has educated people in the right places. Now, when you talk about resources, that's good, but Congo has resources. Where are they now? We need a developed country. For Senegal to be developed, they need a high quality of life. And right now, according to the Human Development Index, Senegal is ranked 168th out of 189 countries. That's according to the study conducted in 2019. So the Human Development Index in Senegal is not high. Why is that? This is because Senegal is a country that has a lot of resources but doesn't really utilize them properly. Now, I'm not saying, as she said, we have to redefine the word help. They will facilitate us in how to use our resources better. For example, Veter. Veter is a railway station, railroad way that was built with the alliance of countries like France and Turkey. They brought the engineering skills, the knowledge. We provided the field. This is what it means to be developed. Can you imagine now? You can do Dakar and Damnadio in less time than you used to do it before. High mobility. This is what development means. Senegal needs these kinds of help from other countries.
Hello everyone, my name is Mo Dubati. I'm a student at the Science Faculty, Cheikh Anta Diop University. So I'm supposed today to defend that our country, Senegal, can develop without the help of foreign countries. So my brother was talking about Congo and he was talking about the natural resources. And like, we have to know that we have our own natural resources, as my friend said. We have oil, we have gas, we have zirconium, we have charcoal, we have a lot of things. But the main problem is we don't rely on ourselves, because if we rely on ourselves, we could have said that we can exploit our own natural resources by ourselves. But like when you go in foreign country, you take like France or Russia or another country. If they come, they're going to take the 90% and let you the 10%. This is what is happening in our own natural resources. Why? Because we say French people are coming to help us. They are not helping, they are over-exploiting us. And we don't have to confuse help and exploitation. It's not the same. That's the first point. And the other thing is like, when French people come here, they say like they're going to build the tollway, called in France, autoroute à péage. When they create it, we all see, they always exploiting us, taking our money and bringing it to their country. You can give me an example of a country that is developed just because of relying on the help of others. No country is developed by labor. The other thing is that if he talked about the TER, the regional express train that allow us to go to Diamniadio. But that money we Senegalese people are paying, where does it go from? It goes to French people. It doesn't stay here in Senegal. In case if you don't know it, it's not come from Senegal. It comes from Senegal people, but it goes for French people. Then they are helping us to help them take our economy, control our communication with Orange and Free, to control what we're eating with Auchan and Carrefour, to control our bank with the France CFA. Then we need to be independent. We have to be in partnership with foreign countries, but being in partnership doesn't mean that they're going to help you. And we have to treat well in the same way. And Nicolas Sarkozy, the French president, said, Africa doesn't enter in the history yet. This is an insult for all African countries. Then we Senegalese people, we should take our own responsibility, treat with equality with white people. That's what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you to my brothers from Factions for a very passionate and really heartfelt performance, and I felt your heat with the crowd. But I would like to say these are really pretty words, but we don't have the time. Let me tell you, developing countries right now do not have the time to develop themselves the way the developed countries of today have done. The world cannot handle it anymore. What about aspects like sustainability? You want to talk about exploiting our own resources. You want to talk about taking things into our own hands. You want to talk about communication. You talked about Orange and Free. Yes, Orange and Free are French companies. Apart from, what if today we got rid of Orange and Free? What do we do? What do we do? Where do our telecommunication will come from? You want to talk about exploiting our own resources, the machinery, the knowledge, the know-how, the skills. Where will it come from? We are at a time where more than ever in a globalized world, we need to work together. And when you talk about foreign countries, you're always talking about the Western countries. You have your brothers here in Africa. They are foreign countries too. We can help each other. We can work together to create a better Africa. I think even working with other African countries will be better for Senegal. I'm going to talk to you about healthcare, because healthcare is a huge matter in a developed country. A developed country is a country where everyone can afford healthcare and or can be treated for every disease. There are several diseases here that are plaguing the Senegal and Senegalese citizens, but they cannot be saved from these diseases because the know-how and the equipment to handle these diseases is not available here.
Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon once again. So I just want to reply for some things my brother said. He said development is not just about natural resources. It's also about the quality of life and also the economy. And the quality of life and the economy, I mean, both lays in resources. It lays in money. What do we have as means? All those things lives in means. And I mean, those natural resources really can help us have the means we really want. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, he was talking about the relationships we have with foreign countries that are helping us doing with Orange, with and the others, the technology we need to exploit, I mean those natural resources. But that is not called help, it's not help, it's partnership. It's partnership, it's not help. You have to make the difference between help and partnership. They are not helping us. Orange, they are not here for free. They are not here for free. The relationships, I mean, the things we earning from our relationships with France or the United States is not for free. It's not called help, it's called partnership. Thank you.
Okay, so in my understanding, you guys think that we cannot. So you literally said that we should not, or we cannot depend on other countries. That's something that is impossible. Again, we're talking about globalization. It's just a fact. Like, you cannot go against that. It's globalization. We have to work or have relationship with other countries. Also, helping is not just about being in partnership with someone. As I said, I just defined the word help. Help is also being able to sell or buy from other countries. Now, when you do that, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna profit from, I don't know, your country, whatever. Now, I'm gonna give you just as I said again, because I feel like my arguments are something that you cannot go against. Like, you cannot go against that. So, for COVID-19, we have a lot of problems. We have a lack of equipment, for instance. Now, during the COVID, do you think we would be making it if we didn't have, the help of other foreign countries? We wouldn't, because we lack equipment, we lack of infrastructure. So in those cases, we need people, And so the fact that other countries are making profit out of us, that's just another topic. But you should need, you need other countries to develop yourself. Because just the fact of buying is part of help, just as I defined the word help. So yeah, you definitely need help too. Thank you.
Okay, good. Good evening, everyone. So thank you so much for the heated debate because it was tremendous. Yes, I have to congratulate both teams on your amazing debates, first and foremost. I was really flabbergasted. Okay, I have a couple of questions for both teams. ISM, first and foremost. Okay, you made many great points, and the same also goes for you. Now, I have read a book called The Laws of Poverty, and it was written by an American, James Cook, if I'm not mistaken. And the book was called, or is entitled, sorry, The Laws of Poverty. So I can list many NGOs, I mean the non-governmental organization, and they are here. Yes, and they said, or they said that they are helping Africa. But since independence from now, we see that Africa is still lagging behind. This is a fact. We cannot deny it. So what would you say about that? Do you think that they are helping? This is my question for you. And as far as fact science is concerned, my question is, we all know that now in case that African people want to go by their own, concretely, how they can do it? Because as she said, we are living in a global village. No country can go alone in the world. Even United States, sometimes they contracted debt or stuff, or something of the kind. Now, how Africa can develop alone, concretely, how Africa can do that? Thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you, honorable judges, for the question. So when it comes to the NGOs, I think that it's something that we can see right now today, but relationship between the West and Africa has been very tumultuous. We have foreign aid, something that they have put in place to say that they are helping developed or underdeveloped countries, has also been a masquerade a lot of times for other more nefarious even though everything has a good and a bad side, I don't think we can deny the impact that foreign aid has had on Africa, thanks to all the projects and the little bit of development it has brought us. But I think it's time, right now, as you said, it's time we redefine the relationship. Because let's be real, even if we call it help, we're not doing it for free, it's politics. Nobody does anything for free. So it's time we redefine that relationship. And even if we do need the help to develop ourselves, we also need to step up and say, okay, you help us and we give you this. We've put our own terms. It's the best way to move forward with that relationship.
So thank you, you member of the jury, for your question. So it is good to mention that we did not say that Senegal or Africa can go alone without being in partnership with these foreign countries. But what we say is, we say like we can be developed without their help. If you are in partnership with somebody, it doesn't mean that you are helping him, because you gaining, he's gaining. If you helping, you can help without gaining. If we define the word help, she said the dictionary defined the word help on her own way. But in another dictionary also I have checked here, help means providing assistance or aid. And the fact of giving somebody something without, gaining, this is what we can call help. And the countries don't know what is help. Countries only know interest. When French people come in here, they invest with what I was telling, like with Orange, Free, the toll hardway, the regional and express train. I take the banks they have here, the currency, the French CFA. They are not doing it for free, and they are not helping us. who is in partnership with them. Do you know how much orange, how many billions orange have every year in Senegal? And this is, 200 billion each year. And this is what you're calling help. They are working as other countries. And the other thing is like, we should really know that Africa now is not like we have been treated in the past in a way that like we cannot get out under vicious circle of poverty. Saying that you rely on help to be developed is like a beggar who wants to be a billionaire. And we are beggars. We are countries and we have our own interests as other countries. Thank you.
Oh, I have to add something about what my brother said about the development of Africa. So the first thing is we have to define by our own what is our development. The European development doesn't mean the African development. That's the first thing. The second is we have to redefine also our republic, because after the independence we just copied the Republic of France and we brought it here. That's the first problem, and that's why I think I underlined it a couple of minutes ago. That's why we hate ourselves. That's the reason of our self-hatred. And I think the first thing is to get aware of that and to get rid of it after, before we can start developing. Right? Thank you.
Okay, so thank you for the team representatives. So we're gonna give the jury a few minutes so we can know the results. Thank you. Round of applause for this team.